Good luck, drivers. We're going racing on the tone. So what happened to the expert guys down here in the B main? Well, there are 8 people that were faster in the A main. I don't think it's necessarily that they did poorly. I mean, you look at that A main and it's pretty good. Plus, you got Jake and Nick Miller in there, so that's 2 spots that aren't gonna be available. Well, you had to pay $500 to see a big bonfire? You serious? Call that a ripoff. All right, it's going to be Nick Hernandez out front, though. Hernandez leading the way. Followed by Watson. Followed by Jay Smith. Then it's Bartucca. Then it's Crawford. Then it's going to be Avi and J.J. Burdick. Little sketchy there from Hernandez through the rhythm section. But he made it work. He made it work. $120 down to $540. Hernandez half a second lead on Watson. Watson the quicker on the lap. Got a little bit something different coming up. Sportsman Buggy A main coming up next in the kind of in the middle of the program instead of last race of the night. Not that that'll necessarily change anything, but it's a little different. 130 down and 5:30 to go. Your leader is Hernandez. Still followed by Watson, and it's still Jay in third. All right, you got 4:30 on the clock. Jay's still 2 seconds back. He needs to find some speed here. It was a mistake from Watson, but it was a mistake from Jay as well. So Watson had a 25. Jay had a 27. Another mistake from Nick. How fast was Surf City sold out? Technically 9 minutes this time. Maybe 8 minutes. I didn't refresh the shopping cart, every second. So it was either 8 or 9 minutes. I'm just going to say 9, though. 9 minutes. 4 minutes to go. Hernandez, 2-second lead on Watson. I didn't have anyone complaining that the website wasn't iOS friendly, at least this time. So there's that. Because, we already knew it wasn't last year anyway, because you signed up in the hobby store on your phone. But no one complained about it this year, at least. Halfway done. Hernandez still about 1.5 seconds on Watson, and Watson's still 2 on Jay. Jay the quickest out there, and the only driver in the 21s right now in this main. And here we go. Now things just got interesting. Watson takes over the lead. Hernandez second. Jay third. They're all less than a second from each other. Watson sideways, saves it. Grab a fistful of the power in the four-wheel drive in the air. It will straighten itself out a little bit. Working left-hand or right-hand side of the racetrack now. Working in some lap traffic. Leaders here down the straightaway. It's going to be Watson out front. Orange of Hernandez in second. Checks up for Hernandez. Good stuff there. Jay noses in. Car coming to a complete stop. Luckily stayed on the tires. It looks like it was almost going to go upside down. 2 minutes 30 to go. Third spot there in the pink. Then it's Crawford, Avi, Joe Bartucca, and Burdick. 2 minutes 40 to go. Where are you going, Joe? Where are you going? You beat up that paint job anymore. You're not even going to be able to run it for Surf City. 5 down and 2 to go. Things settling back down exactly as they were. Watson a second and a half on Nick, and Nick 2 seconds on Jay, with Jay still the fastest on the track with a 21.8. Yeah, looks like Jay trying to get back in here again. And mistake from Hernandez, and he blocks the line off, maybe rather aggressively. Lets Jay have the spot. If that was at speed, here we go, boys, if you all saw that, racing lesson. If that was at speed, Nick was 100% in the right to just keep going. The difference was Nick was not at speed, and he jumped back into the racing line from a stop, which then hit Jay, which means it was actually Jay's line because Jay was at speed. There you are, boys. Racing lesson for the day. 45 to go. He took me out. Why didn't you call it? Because I know more than you do. That's why. It's kind of like the hurt feelings thing nowadays. Just because your feelings are hurt doesn't make you right. 30 seconds to go, drivers. 30 to go. And we do see Hernandez back in front of Jay now with 25 on the clock. I think they get another lap here still. I think they still get one more lap out of this one. This and another one. 15 seconds on the clock. Should be enough to squeak by for 19. Watson, though, should get the bump in the win here. Hernandez and Jay, one more lap for one more spot. 0.3 of a second separate, and Hernandez screws it up there, but Jay maybe Jay going to give it back to him? Is there a pass right here? Could he jump over? Instead, he's in the pipe, and it'll be Jay to move on. Hernandez forgets his lines, and he's not going to finish in the 2, and that's a race.